Sophia was a highly educated woman, full of pride in her degree and her modern ways. She believed that education and sophistication made her superior to everyone around her. Her husband Daniel, on the other hand, was an uneducated man. He couldn't speak polished English, he didn't know the world of books, and he never wore branded clothes. But his heart was pure. He loved Sophia with every breath he took. When Daniel married her, he thought he had found his world. He worked day and night in construction, carrying heavy loads, doing labor jobs in the scorching sun and freezing cold. But when he came home, he never revealed the pain in his bones. He would smile and say, "I'm fine," just to keep her happy. Sophia, however, never valued his sacrifices. She constantly taunted him. "You're illiterate. You don't even know how to talk properly. I regret marrying someone like you." Every word cut Daniel like a knife, but he stayed silent. He bore her cruelty with patience, hoping that one day she would understand his love. She would deliberately spoil his food, adding too much salt. Sometimes no spice at all, just so he would lose his temper and divorce her. She never respected him as a husband. She never helped with the house. She wanted him to break, to give up on her. But Daniel only smiled faintly, swallowed the bitter food, and whispered to himself, "She is my wife. She's my responsibility. I can't hurt her." One day, Sophia left for her parents' home in anger. She told them, with tears in her eyes, "I can't live with him anymore. He doesn't give me enough money. He treats me badly. I deserve a better life." Her parents, worried, called Daniel over. They questioned him. "Why don't you provide her with comfort? Why is she unhappy?" He said softly, "Sir, I love Sophia more than my life. I give her everything I earn. I deny myself food sometimes, just so she has enough. I may not be educated, but I do everything in my power to make her happy." But Sophia wasn't done with her arrogance. She stood tall and proud and made a cruel demand. "If you want me to come back home, you must give me $500 every month. Otherwise, I will never return." Daniel froze. He was already working beyond his limits, earning barely enough for rent and food. But he couldn't lose her. With a trembling voice, he said, "Fine, I'll give you $500 every month. Just come back." Daniel worked harder than ever. He picked up extra shifts, carried bricks until his shoulders bled, and ate only dry bread to save money for her. He came home late, exhausted, but never complained. Sophia, in her arrogance, believed he had some small office job. She never knew the truth of his labor. She never cared. Then one day, fate intervened. Sophia went shopping with her friends at a mall. They were laughing, carrying designer bags, when suddenly her laughter froze. In the distance, she saw Daniel, her husband, bent under the weight of cement sacks, his clothes dirty with dust, his hands cracked with wounds. Her heart skipped a beat. And then, the most painful sight. During his short break, Daniel sat in a corner. His boss yelled at him, insulted him like a worthless man. Daniel stayed silent, bowed his head, and pulled out a piece of dry bread. No meat, no chicken, just a piece of bread. He dipped it in water to soften it and quietly ate, tears slipping from his eyes. Sophia's world shattered. At that moment, she saw not a poor, uneducated man, but a soul who had given everything for her happiness while she gave him only pain. Her chest tightened. Tears blurred her vision. She dropped her shopping bags, ran away from her friends, and went home in silence. That night, she cooked Daniel's favorite meal for the first time ever. The kitchen smelled of love and regret. She waited, her hands trembling, her heart pounding. When Daniel came home, he was shocked. On the table was a feast, his favorite food. He looked at her in disbelief. Sophia couldn't control herself. She fell at his feet, crying uncontrollably. "Forgive me, Daniel. I was blind. I insulted you. I disrespected your love. You gave me everything, and I gave you nothing but pain. Please, forgive me." Daniel's own eyes filled with tears. He lifted her up gently and whispered, "Sophia, love is not about money, or education, or status. Love is about standing by each other no matter what." That night, their hearts healed. From that day forward, Sophia changed completely. She became a loving wife, caring for Daniel more than she ever had before. She cooked with love, spoke with kindness, and supported him in every possible way. Daniel, who once lived with silent pain, now lived in peace and joy. And Sophia, who once carried pride and arrogance, now carried only love and respect for the man who had given her his everything. They lived happily, side by side, not as a proud wife and a poor husband, but as two souls finally united by love.